them live. Anyway, guys, welcome everybody. It's the 1v1 Arabia Invitational. In the match between Whoop versus BacT. This should be quite a cracking lineup here, I feel. I'm actually going to dig in right now to game number 1, of course. Being that Hun War, I'm going to quickly change my mouse setting, of course, just to be a little bit slower. It feels like I'm going 100 miles an hour, and I really don't like going 100 miles an hour. So in the blue we got here Whoop. Let's have a look at this map for him so far. To the right hand side of this TC we've got his main gold here. Actually going to move my mouse a bit better. There we go. So main gold to the right hand side of his TC was on the front here where his wood line is as well. Deer not too shabby, not too far away either. To the back of the TC as well he's got his main berries, and to the left another wood line where on the other side of it, just where that one bit of tree is, covering it all over up, is that secondary gold of his too. To the north of TC, on the front of this hill here, he has got... he's got 2 boars, and his main stone, and an extra sheep there too, and his third gold and second stone as well. A lot of resources piled up on this front hill here. It'll be very interesting how he's going to play it out. He's going to have to make sure he probably puts a castle right here. I would love to see one. He just covers so much ground. Might even put a bit of stone walls here, a little bit further forward as well. That'd actually be a really nice place to do so. Provide a lot of cover for the late game too. I really do like going 100. People like going 100 miles an hour. Yeah, actually quite a nice wallable map here from Whoop, to be fair. You can actually wall the right hand side up by this cliff edge here, where the wood line is. Bit here, bit here. And it's actually all good to go. The only real problem there is the fact that this wood line's forward. It's got no backwood whatsoever. This is sort of back. It's a little bit safer. You can probably take that for now. But this forward wood line where it goes could be a bit of an issue. If a tower comes right here from BacT, it could cause a lot of problems. Whoop starts sending some bills out to that wood line. Anyway, we're looking at BacT's map right now. Wow, it's actually got a pretty alright map. It's got a back wood line to go to once more. It's got, again, main gold. I think a little bit better position than Whoop's, to be fair. It's not too far forward. It's not hugging next to a wood line too. It is sort of close. This wood line to the south of the main gold though, which is actually quite nice. Because a TC on that later on, you can get not just the wood line and the gold, but also this second stone here, which would be quite good. To the back of the TC as well for BacT, he's got his main stone there. And to the forward of the TC, out on the map, it's got another couple more wood lines to take from. And there's this very secondary gold as well. It's not looking too shabby here for BacT. Again, fairly wallable to some degree. This cliff face up the top here would be quite nice. The game sounds alright. I think I might punch up the game sound just slightly. Alright, there we go. Might sound a little bit better, guys. So that's bringing in those boars in. Oh, villager here going quite far forward here from BacT. What is it going to look for barracks? Most likely? No, it's too early for barracks. I think he's trying to search for his boar. Yeah, BacT needs to sort of think about taking a boar sometime soon. He actually can't find where are his boars, in fact. Actually, way out on the front here. What is that? And oh, look, there we go. Whoop is going for a boar steal. He's going to take one boar already, and off he goes. That is really far out, those boars. I feel really sorry for BacT. I didn't spot them. But anyway, like Whoop's going to try and take this back to his TC, of course. Good thing I spotted that in good time. And there's no way that BacT's going to stop this. His scouts all the way at the back of his own base, trying to find the boars itself. Now, what would be really bold is if Whoop stole the second boar as well. I was thinking, well, I've got enough HP on my scout. Let's just go for it. So he's going to bring it back to his TC, of course, along with the other boys. They're going, oh, he's going to get... Oh, my God, that was so close. Whoop, you've got to be a little bit careful there, bud. So he will take that now. So he stole a boar. It's like BacT's actually not even going to bother taking the second boar. What? He's going to start putting some farms down a bit early. He has absolutely no idea. The other 2 sheep as well are far out. He has got no sheep left. Oh god, BacT. He must. Obviously, it's just Rex, so he can't like call a re. But if he would have called a re if he could have done. Which made me think that either 2 things. He's saving the re, or he he saved the re, or he actually called it from an earlier game. I'm actually really curious. So look at his Fog of War as well with BacT. He has absolutely no clue. It's in the small dark spot. Oh, that is so unfortunate. Dadgum. You can already see a BacT is starting to wall up completely. He's going to probably try and go for some sort of blind FC from this, but it's not even won't even really be much of an FC. If I'm going to be brutally honest. Because of the time it will take to get him up. I mean, look at this right now. He's got just enough food to keep pumping villagers. He's got 5 farms down, and he's basically trying to chop to get more. Whoop, the first one to click up. Naturally, of course, he is probably first. He has stole a boar, and BacT hasn't taken even his first one. This is crazy. As Whoop now goes to send them more builds to another lumber line. And Whoop's probably thinking, what on earth is going on here? I'm scouting space right now. I just see, okay, a casual lumber camp there, but I'm seeing a monstrosity amount of farms. The only thing he probably thinks then is maybe like a drush of some sort, but you won't see a barracks either, so it's just... He was scouted the gold too and found there's no gold being collected. And the fact that BacT's got loom, so it's just like, well, what? Like, the only thing he said is he can't find his second boar, which I've stolen. Valuable info coming out here from Whoop on the scouting front. Thing is though, BacT is going to be walled up. Probably will want to, maybe want to pass it behind that. Because Whoop can just go with the villager, chop that tree, palisade over it, and get inside of BacT's base. And we can see here, ooh, Whoop is sending out 5 villagers forward here. Not too late, actually, to be fair. It's hitting Feudals. Has he got his barracks down, though? Okay, he's putting the barracks down now back at base, realising he's a little bit behind on the timings. But he's got plenty of time, really. BacT's not even clicked up yet. He's going to be shortly, though. He's just struggling. Even piling 6 villagers on berries. Just try and get up. We can see here, Whoop right now is moving forward. The 5 those. And BacT sort of has a little sensicles going on. He's got his scout there already, scouting out the villagers coming forward. He's going to do a double layer of palisade behind it all. Try and stop Whoop from getting in just so easily. As BacT now finally clicks up. Tower being dropped down already. Right on the face of BacT. Going to hit the goal too, which is actually a very nice placement in this tower. Whoop, even trying to delay those villagers from palisading up. Will lose the scout as a sacrifice. Could be all important. Palace being deleted there. But there you go. The tower is now finally up. Tower is up. Now these palisade walls should buy maybe BacT. I'm not even too sure there's enough time. It's only halfway up. And even then, when he's up in the feudal age, what is he going to be doing? I don't even see a barracks come down from him just yet, so... He has to do a barracks. I mean, if he's not doing a barracks and Market Blacksmith, then that would just be suicidal. So, he has to put down a barracks of some sort. Now you can already see Whoop just trying to punch his way on through. Is he mining that stone, though, to make more towers? Yes, he is. Got 3 on the stone. Even now, starting to put down a stable backup base. Maybe he's going to be seeing a couple of scouts pump themselves out. Could be quite a nice idea, because probably the fact that BacT's probably thinking maybe it's going to be some sort of skirm army. But I didn't even see it. I still don't see the barracks, and he has got plenty of wood to do so. What on earth is he planning? Okay, he's going to put a defensive tower down. Okay, that's fair play, fair game. Okay, now he's putting down the barracks. I think he might have forgotten about the barracks placement. He's only just putting it up just now. And the only reason you would do that is if you've forgotten. The next town now starts to come up. This is going to take lots of berries, but, I mean, the fortunate thing is, despite the fact they're not taking a single boar, most of the berry patch has been used up, so not the biggest loss in the world. And in fact, going to finish off the rest of this double palisade wall as well. Tower's now up, trying to deny us villagers from building the barracks. But they'll get able to get it up though. There we go. Already up. All is good. The villagers scramble away, of course. Now I'm looking to see what BacT's looking to do here. He's going to drop down an archery range here, of course. Even now, Whoop trying to make use of those villagers. I'm a little bit surprised it's made any greater emphasis on trying to get in. I mean, he's already got a stable up. No scouts being created as far as I can see. Looks like he's pretty content on where he is. Even got a spearman coming out trying to scout about what's going on. But actually putting a number of villagers in that's how I'll try and take them off. This one here. Can get repaired up, it seems. So currently, right now, 31 bills to 33. It's nothing much. It's kind of stalled a little bit here. Whooper's just seems to be playing it pretty casual. I'm surprised he's probably going for a double tower sort of forward placement. I'm surprised not making any greater emphasis. I think he had a good wither opportunity. So I look at BacT's resources as well. He's looking alright to go up shortly enough. He's got plenty of gold to do so. The food count's not looking too bad either. He's even got the blacksmith down, ready to start stonewalling the rest of the map that he can up. Of course, he has been mining on stone 2 for quite some time. Even seeing BacT's scout now finally getting across the map to try and scout out Whoop. You'll see what's going on. Looks like Whoop's changed plans up right now. He's going to go probably try and click up soon. And probably go for a knight's route with that stable. I don't know. I'm not a big fan of this approach. We're not even seeing BacT starting to punch some archers out from that archery range of his. Should be clicking up very shortly though. Seeing BacT scout trying to be a bit of a pest. Trying to harass. So who's going to click up first? BacT's very close to clicking up. Whoop, again, isn't too far off either, actually, to be fair. Just needs to get a little bit more gold and a tiny bit more food. Probably going to click up at exactly the sort of same time. Which is crazy. And it's actually not too bad of a recovery by BacT. He's actually 3 vills ahead. I'm not too sure if he's got wheelbarrow or not, which may explain the 3 vill difference. But I think he actually genuinely has a 2-3 vill difference. Just because of the fact that Whoop has committed 5 villagers forward here. And there we go. BacT's the first one to click up. This is ridiculous. I would have thought this would have been GG just because of the fact that BacT, who hasn't taken 2 of his sheep, hasn't even taken any of his boars, one being stolen in fact, clicks up 15 seconds ahead. I don't know what is going on. Now Whoop's put 4 villagers back inside this tower. Looking to pressure the goal once more. Fletching now being done by BacT. Got his second range down already, so he's going to start going into those crossbows, maybe with cav archers, but it doesn't look like he's got too many archers out in general, so probably just going straight into cav archers. Whoop doing the same thing. He's going to put his second range down. And with all this walling that BacT's done as well, he's quite safe. He's even now throwing down that 3rd archery range. And Whoop's base is looking a little bit more exposed. He has done some palisades over here, but that's pretty weak stuff. I mean, once you get the bodkin arrow and all that, you can just punch on through that palisade very easily. The stone again is exposed once more, unless he doesn't get like a TC on this area. You may put a TC around about here, so actually wouldn't be too bad. You'll cover the wood line. somewhat cover the stone over here. Even putting another tower here for this wood line. That's fair placement. Doesn't want to get any harassed by any cavalry just poking inside here. BacT edging to that castle edge very shortly. He's still got one out of Wolves, who was doing stonewalling earlier. Might want to finish the job off. But, actually maybe a little bit pecky. 7 idols coming out from Wolf though, just because of the tower business. Same thing from BacT too. Even looks like BacT's trying to harass with the villager with his scouts. And there we go, BacT in the castle edge. Drops the 4th range down. Start deleting those palisades. He's gonna get the bodkin arrow. And he's gonna get crossbow too. Alright. He's got a few archers on the field. 12 military it seems, and he's gonna try and hunt down these villagers who eject out of the watchtower. The TC gets put on that main goal too. And they're gonna run straight into the path of the archers with the bodkin arrow. Now it's gonna be coming the crossbow upgrade very shortly. And these villagers are gonna run. They're gonna run to that tower, of course. Now it also seems that Whoop's gonna try and BacT's gonna try and take down Whoop's tower. Loses that second vill. Oh, not going so well for Whoop, it feels. Yeah, that archer's like, he can delete that palisade and get on in. Now just camping the tower. He sends another 4 villagers. Basically just get rid of this tower now. He's going for it. This tower is pretty now redundant. And there we go, and they're going to pick up the rest of those remaining villagers. That's 4 vills down. Now a cav archer here from Whoop starts coming across. Stone gate now being put down. Very nice here from BacT. I'm absolutely astonished that this is occurring right now. Didn't take a single boar, and there's yet 5 villagers up. There's cavalry to engage the crossbows on this hill. Probably wants to back off really. There's maybe a little bit too much for him to handle. But he does have the bloodlines like BacT. He doesn't have bloodlines at all. Not even any armor as well. Where Whoop's actually got the +1 armor too. So BacT now looks to get paddle archer armor. I stand corrected. Just gonna start forcing the issue here. Just streaming cav archers out constantly. Even a spearman looking to get on the action as well. A few cav archers getting picked off here. Oh, this is all quite surprising. I mean, and there we go. That's that second TC I was talking about there from Whoop. Exactly where I said it was going to go. I mean, pretty cool stuff, huh? Getting things right in a wreck. Whoop coming forward here. Military count right now, 50 to 30. Whoop going a slight advantage. Really trying to put some aggression down. Now we're seeing BacT to put down that all-important thing. We really want to get those bloodlines on those cav archers. We may even see him try and maybe send those cav archers around the outside here. Try and go for a bit of a raid. Without Whoop's knowledge. Is that a gap between... Yeah, that's a gap between the tree and the palisade. Okay. And there's definitely a gap between the tree and the archery range. But it's fine that nonetheless, because of the fact that BacT's got his army right back there by the archery ranges, he won't be going in. But it is something to note in the future. He may decide to go in a bit later on. Meanwhile though, Whoop sending the army around the outside. Looks like he wants to try and push his way through. There is a slight gap here with his palisade where the blacksmith is. Which I'm not too sure BacT's taking notice of. Now BacT getting the wheelbarrow. Quite a late one. Now we're seeing University being popped up by both players. Ballistics not going to be done here for BacT first. We're going to get it very shortly. been overall fairly passive since that tower sort of play in the Boar steal. And now we see finally BacT going to start breaking out of his base with some army, going to try and raid. But walking into the path of some cavalry from Boar, going to start engaging here without the bloodlines, but he has got the numbers though. And whoops, not going to try and take that one on. And as you can already see here, oh, it didn't even break in. There's just a gap in the wall, and now whoops inside with about what 15 cav archers, something like that. And try and start raiding. Picks off one villager, could go straight to the wood line here, where there's no TC covering it. There is some iron BacT ready to defend, but these cav archers can do a lot of damage. Or another vill going down. It's 3 vills down so far. Luckily, didn't lose any more than that. Now BacT sends the rest of the army back home. Whoop following as well with the rest of his army too. As Whoop's going to get ballistics now. Entropic some more vills have been ejected back out for the TC. Oh, BacT loses another. And another. Makes it a third. Can he go for the quad? No, he's going to back out, of course. Stick to the hill. Great raiding there by Whoop. And look at BacT right now. He's pretty far behind. 8 villagers, in fact. That is just disgusting. You can already see, yeah, Whoop having BacT having a third TC up. Now he's going to get bloodlines, BacT. Finally going to get bloodlines. And he still hasn't patched up the gap here in this wall. And there's just more and more cav just coming in. Sends some crossbows to try and deal with this. As again, another villager gets picked off here by Whoop's army. Very nicely played. And yet, here comes the next wave. Now it's like BacT's going to try and force this. You're going to get as the bloodlines comes in very shortly. But he's still fighting without it. Why do it without the bloodlines even then? Now it comes in, of course. Sending a runner, but BacT's already got ballistics. The army will get taken down. But I feel like BacT lost a few more than he really needed to. So now splits the rest of the army as once more, looks like Whoop's going to send another batch. Kills the rest of those crossbows off, and I believe it's still open. Well, anyways, back at home though, Whoop's been able to TC up on this wood line here. Drops down 2 more rangers, in fact. That is third TC. That's his third TC. BacT in that 30 CC slightly ahead, but the vill counts are still well in favour of Whoop right now. But he's going to walk right into the part of the BacT's army here. Definitely hasn't got the numbers. He has to back off. Oh, definitely there's a couple of cav archers on the way up. Makes it 3 cav archers on the way out. Oh, that's rough. And there we go. BacT going to finish the job. I thought he finished the job earlier on when I said it, but oh, that gap. Getting forced back, of course. BacT having a slightly larger army in ties. 30 military, 31 in fact, to 20. Gonna have to play a little bit on the defensive, slightly, whilst he remasses up his army. And this is probably the breakout that BacT wants. Now he can start pushing out from his base and try and probably pick some villages off his own. Try and even the score. That was one mischievous hole, I say. Yes, you were right, Europe. There's one mischievous hole. Now BacT gonna start tanking up a little bit on these cav archers. Got the leather archer armor already. Coming in. But he's gonna charge straight up this hill where he's gonna be entire of Whoop's army. Loses 2 and 3 cav archers. Making that 4 at the end. Bit of a costly mistake there. Sort of blindly charging up that hill. Kind of got sort of paid up for that one. So actually even now seeing here from BacT a forward siege workshop of sorts. Sort of outside his base. Top of his plateau. I think we'll also try and prioritise that, of course. The extra goals being here and here as well. This extra goal more important. That's his third gold, and exactly that, yeah, he's going to try and start claiming that gold. And of course, if he gets a cast figure here later on, it'd be great. Or even a TC, it's fine. Having his little map control will definitely secure that extra gold for the later game. This BacT now looks to try and raid where he can. The Watchtower, of course, will be scouting us out. That huge range that it does have. These villagers should be pretty safe, though. Whoop's army is going to start, basically intercepting this. This BacT charges inside, tries to pick off one villager, just picks off one, and we'll back out now as whoop, getting the husbandry. Tries to close him off, and oh, he's going to cut him off. He's going to pincer him in. Oh, this is going to be disaster. Definitely lose a good number of cav archers here. I was about, please lose something. Alright, okay, loses 2 cav archers. Oh. It's a good thing he was able to get himself out of that one, because it was looking pretty close. BacT going to regroup with the rest of his army. Now also getting the Thumb Ring too, and looking for another engagement once more. Whoop! Now doing the opposite. Now he's charging up the hill. I think BacT wasn't ready to start fighting just then. Now he is though. Whoop, not really taking notice. Loses a couple of cav archers already to begin with. Now the fight begins. BacT getting the Thumb Ring just in the nick of time, and as this fight breaks out, I think he's actually got the numbers, and I think he's actually doing the damage. Also the +2 to +1, and yes, with the Thumb Ring, he is taking this fight quite well. Got to bring the rest of his cav archers up the hill too. And look at that. Whoop just lost so much army. He's going to regroup with everything else. 35-29. I don't even know what the numbers were to begin with. Even trying to pick up a couple of vills here, BacT. All those going forward. I'm not too sure what they were really doing. 2 Mangonels now out. I suppose Mangonels up to move out. This extra gold is also being scouted. I wonder if he's going to start taking that gold too. Now Whoop's firing at the Thumb Ring himself. So BacT's cav start to move in. On top of this little mound here, and then we're going to start picking up some cav archers, maybe try and pick some villagers if he can, but I'm looking for that engagement. I'm not too sure he's got the numbers, but he's going to try and pick off what he can, as Thumb Ring is now complete here for Whoop. Oh, I don't think it's such a worthy engagement for BacT. He may have the hill, but I don't think he's got the numbers. This is... Yeah, I think he should back out here. Bit of a slaughter. Now the numbers are even. Whoop, recovering here. Now let's see what's being put up by Whoop in response to what is this. I mean, 3 Mangonels and a battering ram coming out from BacT. He wants to get pretty aggressive, it seems, in this Castle Age. Looks try and push in the middle. Maybe push down the south here and take out these rangers. I'm not too sure what he's planning really was. Siege, we'll see though in a bit. The spearman here from earlier on looking to get stuck in. Can it get a jab out? Yes, it can. You go, spearman. Does some decent damage to be fair. This fight not looking... not looking so great for Whoop. It's quite a close one. Whoop still needs to get the +2 armor, I feel, at this stage. And BacT's first one to click up. I think he will deal the rest of those cav archers there. But up in the middle, though, looks like a... Oh, I missed something important. Looks like a bit of an engagement, then it got flattened there by some Mangonels and cav archers combined. Good work there from BacT. Whoop, having to back out. Heavy plow now being done. Handcut also being researched. Whoop, now advancing to Imperial Legend stuff a little bit later though. It's about a minute behind. So now Castle comes up here from BacT. I probably would have preferred the placement to be over here. Just so we can cover that gold a little bit better. But that's fine. It's fine. It's on that hill. That's the most important thing. Just I maybe would have preferred it slightly to the south, but... It's cool. Actually, it looks like up in the north, however. Feudal's getting picked up here by Whoop. So this Cavalry's look to try and make their way in once more. But this time, it's been stone wall. There's no gap. It's all closed up. BacT. Tracking back, it feels like. Sitting there. Quite a few actually injured Cavalry, to be fair. And BacT might trap them in this small spot here because there's. But Whoop having good sense to try and back out. He will leave the scene. And that's the story. And the TC up here from Whoop. Again, covering the gold. Nice addition there. These three Mangonels, apart from taking that small skirmish earlier on, haven't really done exactly a lot. And all looking like they're both going to find each other very shortly. But Whoop, not patrolling here. He's not taking notice, but now he finally does. They're sort of both on the same hill. This engagement starts flying up, but a lot of injured Cavalry from Whoop. I'm not too sure from BacT. He's got some pretty healthy ones there. I feel like he might take this engagement. And now both having +2. Getting the braces now for BacT. Now he's got the full top of the hill. This is a good engagement here. He's going to clean out the rest of this from Whoop. I feel like this is going to, yeah, it's definitely going to go in BacT's favour. Now that brace is going to start kicking in any second now as well. It wasn't as it's more close than I thought, really, but it's okay. Even the three Mangonels making their way up to the top of the map. Down at the south though, TC being put up here by BacT thanks to the goal as Whoop. He's taken no nonsense approach this one. He's got two battering rams already outside to push the TC down. Even the TC to the south of this. Or BacT's. Could also be under a little bit of pressure here. So those two battering rams start getting to work. Up at the top though, like a couple more Cavalry just been raiding here from BacT. I think Ramsey just pick up a couple of villas, but nothing really too much really. Whoop, gonna get the heavy Cavalry option and the pathing tactics. Amazing not to see any elite skirmishes sorts as of yet, but he's got the heavy Cavalry option. He's got the brace done too. Just needs to finish up the pathing tactics and that chemistry, and they're gonna be pretty beastly stuff. The castle comes up here from BacT, lost the TC. But this castle should protect this one. It will come up in good time as well. Even got the cat ram researched. BacT though playing a little bit more patient. He's got the cat ram himself. Everything else fully upgraded. Party tactics and the chemistry. Just no heavy Cavalry. In fact, he's actually doing some raiding up at the sort of very edge of the map of Whoop's base. Looks like it will get cleaned up though. But he hasn't got heavy Cavalry. Instead, he's going to get the light cav option. Probably going to get maybe some hussars shortly enough. Those cat rounds are moving, trying to take that TC. We'll get taken out by those villagers. It's like Whoop all knows. And oh, look at those villagers there up at the top. Looks like they're trying to build something, maybe a castle, I don't know. But, oh, BacT's going to hunt them down. Even three Mangonels here from BacT might start actually providing some usefulness, taking out those cat rams. Oh, what was that about from Whoop? I think he wants to build a castle on top of this hill somewhere. He's going to build it a little bit further back now that he couldn't get the ideal placement. Now dropping down a stable too. Probably look to try and get some cavalry out just to try and deal with these cat rams, of course. So now even some trebuchets being created by BacT, knowing the fact that this castle he needs to take down, and this one as well later on as these cat rams surge forward. Up at the top, there's some more cavalry just looking to try and raid. Looks like a deer got taken out earlier on. Here we go. Let's see how it all pans out right now. Still no chemistry being done from Whoop, despite the heavy cav option. Now back to getting chain body armor. Mining camp coming up here from Whoop, but it's quite far away from the gold, I will say. It's a good 2-tile difference. Slightly rushed, maybe. Anyway, BacT gonna get on top of this hill. Gonna start putting out trebuchet to work on this castle here. Even putting down a market here from BacT. Quite a lot of villas on that market. Looks like he really wants to get it up. As now Whoop looks to start pushing out. It's got plenty of stone in the bank. Start putting down more castles. In fact, he's putting down some more stables as he's looking probably to get those light cab out. But the castle's not going to cover this gold, and it gets picked apart. These villas by his cav archers. Now trebuchet's out, forcing engagement here from Whoop, who still hasn't got the chemistry, and there's just not enough cav archers in general either. These light cabs just swarm in. Now the cat ram's starting to move up too. This castle's definitely now redundant. It's going to go down very shortly. Now Whoop going to get the chemistry and chain binding armor himself. So he brings a lot of builds forward here to build these stables. He's got siege ram done though. I did miss that, however. BacT also getting siege rammers too. Trying to take out that siege workshop. Was that the one with siege ram? Okay, oh, it was done. It's okay. Now the siege rams are going to charge up. Mangonels though will get picked off. And some cheeky ground attacks, but failing to connect really. But it is safe between two castle fires, so it does need to sort of back off a little bit. Trebuchet now out, unpacked and running, as these ton of villagers are need to do what they need to do. Whoop now building another forward castle here, right on top of this market here, right by the gold too. As this siege ram is trying to bring down this castle. I think it's just going to do it. No one's repairing the castle either. The siege ram's trying to stop it. Or BacT's, but no. The job is done. The castle is no more. And the rest of siege rams trying to do what they can. Still quite close. 176 pop, 190 from Whoop. He's got a lot more military out, which is actually quite important to note. BacT tries to spread out across the map. Now he's taking it on top of this hill. He's taking a pretty decent fight. Now he's got the chemistry research. These cav archers are very strong. Now Whoop getting plate binding armor too. Same as BacT already got. Now we're seeing a town center being plopped down by Whoop. Probably because of the fact that he's starting to run out of wood in his own base. And he's still looking to push further forward. He's got the hill. He's sort of got the hill. But a fresh wave of siege rams coming out here from BacT. Not sure what their real aim is, and I don't know what are these builds do. They're just going to start bringing down the castle with their mighty fists. Now the light cav is going to take out the rest of all these siege rams. He's actually looking at a pretty good position here for Whoop. Now he's going to get the fortune, but Hussar coming in here from BacT. He's also got elite skirmishes done. Perhaps getting a little bit more trash than we would like to see. Is this siege ram looking to take down yet another castle? And the light cav are just going to destroy all this scum. There's nothing else backing up. There's no Hussar here from BacT. There's no cav archers either. And he's going to lose all these skirms, and that's such a big blow. Oh, BacT. Now Whoop's starting to pick up the relics across the map too. He's trying to repair his castle best he can, but the cav archers here will pick up all those bills. Now even a trebuchet as well, knocking that one down. Built on the old trebuchet that got flattened earlier on. That's quite funny. Iron castle now being done from both players. Siege workshop coming from BacT, but that's a little bit too late. That won't come up. He is sneakily taking this gold though. He's putting a TC on it. He's even got that trebuchet from earlier on. And this castle just gonna be brought down very. Come on. Alright, there we go. Castle down. That gold now and access to Whoop too. There's a Hussar trying to defend as best they can. Now the light cav here from Whoop getting on this wood line of BacT's. Doing some good damage. And look at the population right now, 158 to 182. There is still 40 military. It's still pretty decent here from BacT. But how long can he hold on here? He's lost a lot of map control. He's off the gold generally, except for the one in the south. But that, even then, that's going to get picked up too. That villager all gets it up in the last second as those 3 light captures get there. A little bit too little, too late. So this villager's now probably looks to try and take care of that. Now the push is still continuing. 53 minutes in this first game is finally can be an actual long one. I'm actually enjoying it. But this looks pretty rough. BacT's trying to hold as best he can here. Plenty of hussars being pumped out right now. I mean, Whoop needs to get a few of his own. So they're pretty tanky things, these hussars. Just need to get the last upgrade on the attack. There's such a mass of them though that they're doing a pretty good job. Light cap too, getting to work. Still not going to be enough though. And now the siege rams looking to push even further in, taking out those mills. Those all-important mills. I would like to see the Whoop, maybe a couple of siege workshops up top here maybe. He's got a couple of cavalry doing a really good job here closing off his wood line. But I really would love to see maybe a couple of siege workshops. Just to maybe be a bit of a pain. Just a bit of split pushing. Just, causing a few problems up at top too. Forcing BacT's army to be in 2 places where he really wants to be focusing on 1 at this stage. And there we go, the siege rounds pushing him once more. BacT forced to be further and further back. He's holding up his population well at 167 with 41 military. Siege rams now finally starting to clear up what they can. The archer range is going to go down in the stables too. Just really nice for Whoop. He's being so patient, not overextending, just taking it easy. This is really nice. He knows he's got the full map control, of course. He's even able to take the rest of this gold too. Now we're seeing the blast furnace come in. This is the last line of defense coming out of here from BacT. Can he hold it though? And try and drag it out for a late game. I'm not even sure we can actually make it in a late game because we can see Whoop has 3 relics in that monastery. And does BacT have any? Oh, I don't think so. Boy, he has actually got a couple of relics. Maybe all is not lost here. But he has to hold to make it into the late game. And even then, I'm not even too sure it's still possible. Even then, the map controls all in Whoop's favor. Got the extra gold too. The gold supply for him is very nice. Still got 700 gold in the bank. Plenty of wood and food. Now he's got Hussar also upgraded. Just needs to get the last attack upgrade on them to make them fully upgraded too. And now they just swarm on in. See how this engagement will go. More and more sables being brought up forward here. Very nice. Help that production. And here we go. The population is starting to dwindle a little bit here. Whoop keeping it up at 194. Yes, it has gone up, but the army count has gone down though, down to 34 in comparison to 73. BacT only going for the trash option. I don't think he's going to cut it. Ah, the south though, looks like a couple of stables got put up, but they'll get taken down too. On the front, push is still continuing. And there we go, GG being called by BacT. Good game. I mean, to all of like Whoop's credit and playing a great game. BacT though, BacT though, he didn't take a single boar. He was -2 sheep, and yet he still made it into a 58-minute game. And I feel like he could have won this game, but he slipped up a couple of occasions that mattered the most. And he just lost all momentum from then on in, and then Whoop just capitalized on that really well. That was a really good game by Whoop too. Maybe you could have ended it a little bit earlier, I think, with that aggression, those 2 towers forward. But even still, I mean, that siege that he did was really patient stuff. Didn't overextend for most parts of the game as well. And that was a really good job. And there we go, guys. Let's have a look at those all-important stats. Is Whoop a Smurf? No, Whoop is not a Smurf. Stats 369 to 369. Economy-wise, we got, well, pretty good here for Whoop. Except for the wood count, where it's slightly ahead from BacT, but it's okay. But that gold count, 6k difference. Interestingly, BacT collected more relic gold. 740 to 548. Must have got those relics a lot earlier on. And there we go, that's the game.